Well, it's my favorite time of the week. It is Pet of the Week time, and we invited Julie Schellhammer, Allen County Dog Warden, with a beautiful puppy. And you said you had 2 of them.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Both males. We started out with 4. The females got adopted right away. And I was on one of your shows recently, and I commented about how hard it is for us to get black dogs adopted because you just can't see the facial features, and they're just harder to get adopted. So 2 of the dogs out of the 4 got adopted, and I still have these 2 little boys.
Yeah, he's adorable. And I tell you what, he just loves attention.
He does.
He loves attention.
He's a cuddler.
He really is. He comes up to you right away. The tail just never stops wagging. You know, he's such a friendly pooch. So how old do you think this one is?
They're 5 months.
5 months old. So you said he's a lab. Is that what he?
Lab Dalmatian. These were actually owner surrender. He had a litter of 10, and he got down to 4, and then he brought the 4 in for us to try to rehome. Yeah. So he's been neutered, vaccinated. Him and his brother both neutered, vaccinated. They just need a family. Yeah. You know, growing up in a shelter is not the thing for puppies.
Right.
They need to have a family, continue some training. Come here, want a treat? Because these guys literally know nothing as far as sitting down, shake. And a lot of times when we get them in, they have all the basics. But these guys came in so young, so they need to find a home.
Yeah. So this beautiful dog right here, like I said, he's super friendly, still young, you know,
Very
he's
young.
got the playful puppy.
You know, and kids are going to be out of school right quick here, and you know, be a great time to bring a puppy in.
Exactly. So he's, like you said, he still needs to learn the basics, you know, sit, stay, you know, down or whatever. But he's actually kind of calm.
Here.
Okay.
Him and his brother get playing, and it's just a wild time out in the field for them to. They just run or jump. They're all great with the other dogs. All of our adoptable dogs go out together. Yeah. When it's not quite so muddy out, it's starting to clear up again.
Now you said he was spayed and neutered real quick, so let's talk about that.
Yep.
Let's talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, it's so important, especially at a young age. But about 2 years old, the intact males is when we see most of our dog bites. And you know, we've had 46 just this year. Wow. It's 164 last year, which I think is down just a little bit for the previous year, but that's way too many. If these animals are spayed and neutered and have some basic training, you can eliminate all of these dog bites. Yeah. You know, accidents are still going to happen. Injured dogs sometimes will even bite, not out of meanness, but because they're injured. So if you do see an injured dog, you want to be very cautious about trying to pick that one up. Call for some assistance. But yeah, if you spay and neuter them, it increases their lifespan. Cuts down on the chances of testicular cancer and mammary cancer. So it's very beneficial. And then, of course, just like this gentleman had 10 puppies, there's nothing to do with all these dogs. And we have so many dogs. So the overpopulation is a pretty bad situation. All the rescues are full. The Humane Society is full. You know, and we can help out. The city gave us some money, a grant to get the dogs within the city limits spay and neutered. So there's some monies available to help get that done. But yeah, make sure your dog stays at home, make sure you know where it's at, and do the basics. You know, everybody wants a dog that barks when somebody comes. That's great, that's perfect. But they also have to have the command to leave it, or, you know, let somebody actually approach. When you order something, you know, Amazon drivers are a prime example of what we get. All the Grubhubs, the delivery drivers, that is very common for the bites to occur. Right. So if somebody is interested in getting this adorable puppy, how do they go about doing that? Come out and check him out. Yeah. You know, the personalities will be a little bit different on the dogs. We've got 2 of them. We've got several other dogs available for adoption. Come check them out. Spend a little bit of time with them, and we'll get you. And real quick, your address once more. 1165 Seraph Road, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. All right. Well, Julie, thanks for coming in. Thanks for having us. All right. Well, don't go away because we have more to be returned.